Hey everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Gab and I'm back with another video. If you are new here, welcome. Make sure you click that bell and subscribe so you don't miss any videos from me in the future. And if you are returning, welcome back. I'm glad y'all are here. Let's just go ahead and get into the intro.
Isn't there anyone who knows what Christmas is all about?
It's Vlogmas Day 5. We are a fifth of the way through this. Let's see, 5 over 25. One time, yeah. We are a fifth of the way through Vlogmas, okay? And I'm so glad y'all sticking with me. So as you guys know, I've moved to Texas and I was obviously looking for employment, you know, so I can keep that money flow going. And those of you who follow me on social media, and if you don't, go ahead and follow me on Instagram, give me a follow. But those of you who have me on social media, y'all know that I got a job. And because with these jobs here, as far as being a dental assistant, you have to do like a working interview. So this job had called me back for a working interview. I went in on a Tuesday and then they called me back again on Thursday because there's 2 different doctors that work there, so they want to make sure I work really well with both of them. So I got the job and I was supposed to start on Monday. So on Monday I go into work and it's just already too much. Obviously I told them, like, you know, I'm coming from a military background, so a lot of the things that I'm used to are a little bit different in the civilian world, and that I'm not used to certain things and I just need to, you know, get some time to get acclimated. Well, they, I guess, have more of the approach of you can just kind of learn as you go, which I'm fine with. But if it's something I feel uncomfortable about, I feel like y'all should be making sure. I feel like first off, there should be some kind of training period where they, you know, let you get comfortable. But nevertheless, whatever, they threw me in, it is what it is. It was just, before they even got to the part where they had me messed up, the sterilization was not up to par. And somebody like me, like, I'm trying to be a dentist, so patient care is already very important to me. And, you know, having it be top notch. We can't be top notch if you don't know that the instruments you use in somebody's mouth is sterile or not. So that's another thing. If you go to your doctor, you know, your dentist or whatever, make sure you know, ask, can y'all show me that this stuff is sterile? Because if they cannot, then that's a problem. But so yeah, that was my first red flag. Then the second thing was, you know, in the civilian world, assistants do a lot more than what I'm used to. So and there are things that I've done before, but there are some things I haven't done. And I don't have a problem with, you know, doing a lot of things during the day. That's kind of normal, typical military type things. But if you're not giving me the proper training or the proper, you know, time to kind of get acclimated to it, how are you expecting me to just get it? Like, some stuff I can do that, but it's like, come on now, let's be realistic. So the main thing that kind of gave me the yeah, I'm not doing this, because after the first day when I went home, I was in so much pain. And y'all know about my little clicky knees, and my back pain and all that stuff. After a day of working in the military, even on my worst day, I've never gone home like feeling super sore and just achy. But when I went home that day, I was in so much pain. My head was hurting. Everything was literally hurting. I had to go home and literally lay right down because I was in so much pain. So on Tuesday when I went into work, they have these little things that you can do to do a scan of your mouth, so that way you can get Invisalign or whatever. I'm used to that system. I'm not used to doing it though, because in the military only dentists are allowed to do that. So on my first, they had me do a little one-on-one with someone who was trying to teach me how to do it, because the first time I tried to do it, I was just messing it up. Obviously, it's my first time ever doing it. So I'm doing a one-on-one with them, and it was probably maybe 20 minutes that they're trying to show me, you know, the technique and everything like that. So later on that day, I had a patient that needed a scan, and so naturally they gave them to me, which I wanted, because, you know, I'm one of those, I need to, if I practice it, then I get better. So I'm doing a scan, and she was here for something else. So when they weren't doing what she was really doing, she was getting a scan, it was an hour-long appointment slot. So I'm like, okay, I have time to, you know, really take my time, make sure I do it right. So it took me 27 minutes to do it, right? I don't know, you know, I'm just like, okay, cool. So now it's me, the assistant, the other assistant, the patient, and the doctor were all in the same room with the little system. Why did the assistant, and that's why I knew the assistant was trying to be funny, because why would she go and click on the little screen? I guess there was something that would show the time it took. She was like, oh my gosh, it took you 27 minutes. So I'm like, I don't know if that's good or bad. So I'm like, okay. She said, that's too long. That's like almost a whole appointment time. Like, you need to be faster. All while we're all in front of the doctor and the patient. First off, you're unprofessional because you could have pulled me out the room to say this, or you could have waited until everybody was, you know, the patient is gone at least to say something. But no, you choose to do it here in front of everybody trying to be funny. Then the doctor's like overhearing and she's like, what are you guys talking about? And she's like, oh, it took her so long. Look, it took her 27 minutes. Now the patient's looking and I'm just like, girl, what is your problem? What's the issue? So then the doctor is looking at me, I'm looking at her, I'm like, I'm gonna hit this girl. So the doctor was like, it's really like, it's okay, like, you know, it's her, you know, her second time doing it, like she just learned the technique, you'll get better as you go along. I'm like, yeah, girl, cause what are you doing? What's the beef? You the one that need my help. You need me to get hired and stay here because, well, I was already hired, but you need to want me to stay here because you're the one running around here doing everything by yourself. And then, so that had me messed up because you're not gonna sit here and disrespect me in front of everybody, first off. But then the third flag or the fourth flag, I don't know, there was a fanfare, a flag fair of flags here. But the third thing, or the fourth thing that had me messed up is that I started working on Monday, right? On Thursday, she was already trying to take that day off. She's already trying to take off Thursday. Ma'am, that will only be my 4th day here. I already don't know the computer system. I don't know a lot of this stuff going on. You really feel comfortable with leaving me here by myself? And it's like, I get it. You've been here working by yourself. You probably haven't had a chance to take a day off. And that's cool, I understand it. But at the same time, let me get acclimated and comfortable first before you just, oh yeah, I'm taking off Thursday. Cause girl, you're in for a rude awakening, babe. So at the end of Tuesday, she was telling me, oh, excuse me. She was telling me how I had to set up for a crown prep the next morning. And I said, well, I'm used to where we do, you know, we keep the patient in there basically all morning and they get their permanent crown the same day. We've never done a temporary crown, so I don't know how to do that. She was like, oh, it's really easy. You just set up this, da, 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 just running down the line. I'm like, girl, you told me all this is in one ear, out the other, babe. I don't know. So I'm like, okay. And she's like, well, I want you to be able to do that by yourself. I want you to set up the room by yourself, do all this. I won't be able to keep holding your hand. First off, girl, holding my hand and me asking you, you know, am I doing stuff right as I'm doing it to make sure I'm doing it right so y'all don't see I did it wrong later on and get mad about it. You know, I'm trying to make sure I cover my behind and do things the right way. Those aren't the same thing, babe. You're not doing anything for me. And two, if I just told you I've never done this before, why would you still say, oh yeah, I want you to do this by yourself? Are you dumb? So I said, oh yeah, stand by to stand by. So when I went home that day after work, you know, I was debating in my head. I'm like, I really don't like this job. And the thing is that, you know, being in a contracted job for 6 years that you can't quit, obviously, because you signed up for it, you feel a little liberation when you're in a job that is, you know, not aligning with you all the way and you have the freedom to leave. Because I'm not gonna work a job that got me feeling worse than I did when I was in the military. That's one thing I'm not gonna do. And on top of that, I didn't even have to start working yet because I was still getting paid from the Navy. So babe, I don't even need the job. I already had the plan, I just need the platform. Y'all seen that TikTok? But no, I don't need a job, I'm still getting paid. I'm just really in here because I'm bored. I just don't want to sit around the house no more. So I said, okay, babe, I got something for you because you want to be funny. That night at midnight, I texted the guy who hired me and I said, yeah, I came up with something. I said, emergency, family emergency, whatever. I can't keep working here, blah, blah, I gotta go back home. I don't know when I'll be back in Texas. Regardless, it doesn't matter what I text him, I'm not working here. So then I sent that. Now, y'all know me, y'all, the ones who know me, no, I don't quit a job. I just leave. I don't even, you just won't see me the next day. That's how you know I'm not there no more. But you know, they had the audacity to not text back or call or nothing. I said, oh, y'all mad? Because I know that girl's mad because she had to show up at work on Thursday. But it's like, and then it dawned on me because she did. I remember she once said to me, yeah, like these people just be in and out of here, like they don't want to stay here. Girl, you the issue. You really you gotta be the main issue, because I mean, aside from all the crazy work y'all had me trying to do all day, you was really the main issue. I can adjust to the work, you know, the workload. But you, babe, and then I think she was 28. She's only been dental assistant for 2 years, but you know, I give her a little bit because she's been in civilian dental, so I haven't. But I still been doing this dental thing way longer than you, baby girl. So I left that job. So currently I'm waiting to hear back from this other job that was a much better experience, but it's just, you know, I feel like a lot of jobs, it's like a double-ended sword coming out the military, because jobs look, you know, they kind of look for people out of the military because they know they're going to be good workers, and they're not going to just up and like, you know, call in sick, because that's not something we're used to able to do. But also at the same time, don't take advantage of that, because one thing about us, we've been in the worst of the worst situations, and now that we don't have to be contracted to be in those situations, what makes you think I'm gonna stay here? No ma'am, I'm not. So that's the story of how I worked at my new dental assistant job for 2 days and I quit. Everybody was asking for that story, so I finally got the time to tell y'all. So I hope that y'all enjoyed that story. Let's pray I find the job, you know, I get this job that I'm trying to get, fingers crossed, because your girl moves into their apartment next month, baby. The bills are due now, not later, so we need a job. So be praying on that for me. So that's a wrap for this video. Thanks for watching. Make sure you guys like and subscribe so y'all don't miss anything else, and I will see y'all tomorrow for Vlogmas day number 6. Bye.